Well, hey YouTube, PD Two Finger here. I was going through some folders and I found an old Adobe Audition music file, something called Sniff 2. Sniff 2 is the second piece that I made using a process called circuit sniffing. Circuit sniffing is something I read about in a book called The Art of Handmade Electronic Music by Nicholas Collins. And you used to be able to find that and download it. But he's got circuit diagrams. He loves the 40106 CMOS chip that has 6 amplifiers that you can torture. Each one create a noise-making oscillator with just 2 parts for each channel. Resistor and a capacitor will get you one of these noisemaker oscillators, and there's 6 of them in this chip, so you can make quite a racket. I believe the cacophonator is a CD40106 is the name of the chip, and cacophonator is a great project. I built mine with a delay on it, piggybacked it with a delay and an amplifier and a speaker, an old speaker box, and that thing is more fun than a human being should be allowed to have. So today I'm going to share some pieces of music with you. The circuit sniffing is a different concept. It's you use a coil and connect that to your microphone jack and place that coil very near an electronic device like anything, especially computerized stuff. And this coil will pick up these unusual frequencies that a microphone won't pick up and that we can't hear with our ears. So you put it by a monitor, you put it by a fluorescent light, the ballast. I put it by a space heater. I remember turning on a digital camera and hearing one of the servos maybe moving the lens and having that as a higher repeating. Basically, you make a sound collage with this. It's not so much music as it is noise. And it's just something fun to do if you're into recording. Nicholas Collins, the Art of Handmade Electronic Music, is a wonderful resource for people who like to play around and make music. Highly recommended stuff. So I went through a couple of day phase where I learned how to circuit sniff. I used a Radio Shack Archer brand telephone pickup, and it's a coil in a plastic housing with a suction cup, and you would stick that onto your old plastic phone, and it was one way you could record a conversation. Probably illegal. But you would plug this into a tape deck, hit record, and the coil picks up the frequencies. So I read that book and I was like, you know what? I have one of those. And now at this point, I think I have 3, because when I see them, I pick them up, I grab them, because it's cool, this circuit sniffing. You never know what you're going to find, and you can go on a hunt. Just getting out your old CD, Walkman, your old video games, your monitor, whatever, and capturing these sounds and then trying to arrange them into some sort of a collage. Well, I real quickly realized that I was only getting a handful of very similar sounds, and they weren't musical. So I'm going to play you that piece. The piece is called Zzzzt. Zzzzt. That's the first one that I did. Then I had one piece called Sniff and another piece called Sniff 2. We're going to be listening to both Zzzzt and Sniff 2. I did 2 mix downs of Sniff 2. One of them is just the main chunk of the song. The other mix has an acoustic guitar and an electric guitar, and maybe some more electronic noises. Now, what I ended up doing, the star of the show, is a space heater. I put this suction cup by the space heater, and it picked up basically straight up 60 cycle hum, or the sound of AC. It was just, if you've ever heard a guitar when the cable gets unplugged, there's that type of low oscillation, just like nothing, just nastiness. I was using the built-in effects suite that comes with Adobe Audition. I wasn't using a bunch of plugins. They give you a lot of they give you a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of delays, reverbs, filters, pitch shifters, wonderful pitch shifter. So I basically took that just unbelievably obnoxious and repetitive 60 cycle hum and learned how to go through a process of using these effects really, really heavily. We're talking, I spent hours. I kept the master file and I would just keep processing, process it, till it turned into something completely different. Very musical and very funky. The funkiest thing I have ever done, and it's a space heater. The funk that I was able to squeeze out of this space heater using the stock Adobe Audition 3.01 effects suite. And it's not like, oh, I did so good, I used it stock. There's a lot of effects in there, and I affected it. It's got rhythmic delays and the filter that's tuned and timed to open and close, creating this funky space heater. First off is going to be Zzzzt. That's when I started, and it's not very musical. Then we're going to slide into a stripped down version of Sniff 2, and then I'll give you the full mix when I added the acoustic guitar, the electric guitar, bass drum sounds, and some other high whiny bits. So enjoy, and stay tuned for more live music from the Quarry. We got more mixes coming for you, so enjoy. I went over there today and we emptied the garbages, which were kind of a problem. I knocked down the one of the hornets' nests, one of the ones that was obviously active. I don't know if you can see. I got stung. I didn't realize it the day that we went. Something was in, like he was. I had my sleeve rolled up and he got in there and just barely got me, just nipped me. And the day after when we went, it was all swollen up and it was leaking. It was nasty, and it hurts. It's a welt. You know, when you get a bee sting, it's a big welt. Kind of hurts. So thank God that it wasn't serious. I've had some hairy. I'm allergic to certain bees, and it's really not good. Me getting stung by the wrong type of bee, I have to inject an EpiPen and get to the hospital. It's really, really messed up what happened to me. when I was splicing cable with my brother and I got stung. But that's a story for another day. I was pumpkin head. I had a giant. I had a Popeye arm. It was bad. It was really bad. Really bad. It was a psychedelic death hell ride to death and back is what it was. That bee made, I was tripping balls. It was intense what I went through. Anyway, we got the place cleaned up. We took the garbage out. I knocked down one of the hornet's nests, sprayed it with that expensive bee killer spray that shoots like 30 feet. Hosed it down with that. They were coming out of there. Hosed them down, knocked that thing out with a broom, and then ground it into the... I mean, I hate to do that, but those things are evil. I mean, I try, like, if I'm in the house, I'll pick up a bug and let them go outside. I'm not, like, just killing bugs all the time. You know, they're alive, right? I mean, but hornets, no. You're gonna die. I'm sorry. There's nothing good about a hornet. All right, you guys, enjoy and look for some new music soon. Here we go with Zzzzt into Sniff. This is so exciting.